Alumni Hall in Jamaica Queens, New York. The Huskies going after their 17th win of the season. St. John's going after win number 16. If the Huskies win here tonight and Boston College loses, they will be number one in the Big East. Boston College this evening is also playing a game. They're playing home versus Providence, which could be an easy sleepwalker for BC. And Seton Hall will be at Villanova in the other Big East competition. Things really shaping up the way they did last year in the Big East. Last year, you recall the top three teams, Georgetown, St. John's, and Syracuse, deadlocked with 5-1 records. Could be another three-way, four-way, five-way tie this year. Every team in the Big East is competitive. Okay, Connecticut wearing their road blues going against the Redmen of St. John's, who are in their home ice. Connecticut will be going right to left as we view it, and St. John's left to right. McCoy will be jumping center against Mike McKay as McKay's taking over Alex Sinnis in the center spot. And this game is just about set the other way. The tap is up and controlled by the St. John's Redmen. Billy Goodwin has the ball. Goodwin dribbling with his left hand across half court. Bobby doing on him as Connecticut goes man-to-man. Goodwin by him, right side to Russell. Russell lays it up and in. And St. John's on top very quickly, 2-0 here at Alumni Hall. Carl Hobbs dribbles across half court, going to the left side. St. John's still in the man-to-man. That's what they're known for. Top of the key to Corey Thompson. Thompson right side to Bobby Doolin. Doolin top of the key out. McKay, lob pass underneath. Knocked away, but controlled by Corey Thompson. Thompson over to Doolin. Doolin holding the ball high above his head. He dribbles once. Over to Thompson at the top of the key. Top of the circle. Turn around. Jumper. No good. Rebound Russell. Partially tipped by Gilroy. Rebound by Russell. And St. John's controlling the ball. It's Larry Washington dribbling into the forecourt. Looking for some man, right side to David Russell. Russell back over to Washington. Cutting his Gilroy. Pass down to him. He can't control it. It goes out of bounds. And Connecticut gets the ball. 2-0 St. John's as Russell with the only 2 points of the game. 19 minutes and 4 seconds to go, and Connecticut controlling the ball. Carl Hobbs dribbles across half court, guarded by Washington. Bounce pass right side to McKay. McKay top of the key to Corey Thompson. Left side to Doolin. Doolin fakes up, dribbles once, throws up a shot, but he traveled, I believe, beforehand. No, a 3-second violation instead. And a Husky turnover, and St. John's will come up with the ball. Right away, though, we noticed that St. John's has elected to come out with man-for-man pressure. That unusual. Usually teams will come out with that zone pressure. Make Connecticut shoot over it. Larry Washington dribbling the ball. On him is Carl Hobbs. Hobbs had a little bit of trouble. Washington going on the right side. Pass over to McCoy. McCoy about 28 feet from the basket. Hands it back over to Washington. St. John's offense is on its way. Goodwin with the ball on the right side. Goodwin dribbles out now around the half-court circle. Calling out a signal. Passing a bounce pass to Larry Washington on the right side. Washington over to Goodwin. Right into the corner to McCoy. McCoy turnaround jumper. Short off the rim. Rebound. Russell stripped of him by Carl Hobbs. And Connecticut coming down the other way. Hobbs driving down. Slowed up by Washington. And he sets it up. Left side to McKay from 20. Swish. 2-2 with 18 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half as Mike McKay hits his first 2 points of the game. Goodwin dribbles in the forecourt. Right side to Russell. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin slows it up. Passes over to Washington. And St. John's not really much movement as Connecticut falls to a 1-2-2 zone defense. Left side over to Gilroy. Gilroy back out to Goodwin. Goodwin slowed up now, stops his dribble, gives it over to Washington. Washington, right side to Russell. Russell looks to drive, back out to Washington. Washington, left side to Goodwin, into the corner to Gilroy. Long jumper, bang! 2 points for Gilroy, and St. John's on top, 4-2. Carl Hobbs with the ball. He crosses half court. He's calling out a play. St. John's still man-to-man. Hobbs tries to get around Washington. Right side to McKay. McKay picks up once, dribbles twice. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Doolin at the top of the circle. Doolin goes to the left side. Bounce pass to Hobbs. Hobbs in the corner. He tries to drive down the lane. He throws up a shot. No good. Rebound Gilroy. No, make that McCoy. As Gilroy and McCoy fought for it, and McCoy came up with it. Washington's driving down, but he's fouled by Hobbs. Hobbs doesn't like the call, but it's going to be St. John's ball, and Connecticut picks up their first game foul. Well, no secret about the Husky offense. You stop Mike McKay, you're going to beat him. Mike McKay coming out quickly in the first half with the first 2 points. Looks like he might be a factor tonight. St. John's controlling the ball. Goodwin on the right side, looking underneath to Russell. Can't find him open. Pass out top of the key to Washington. Washington fakes up once, left side to Gilroy. Bounce pass down to McCoy. Turnaround jumper hits. McCoy hits his first 2 points of the game. St. John's 6, Connecticut 2. And I remember last time Connecticut had a game versus Boston College, BC came out and did it to the Huskies. We'll see if St. John's does the same. A steal on the play. Russell comes up with the ball, and St. John's coming the other way. It's Goodwin. Goodwin taking control of the ball. He's being the other guard. He gets it over to Larry Washington. Washington tells Russell to clear out. He starts driving on the right side. Guarded by Hobbs. Washington. Turnaround jumper from 10. Bang! 2 points for Washington. It's St. John's 8, Connecticut 2, 16 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Hobbs coming down the other way. Pass to the left side to Dewar. Bounce pass down low. Alcinis stripped by McCoy, and they're doing a job on Chuck Alcinis underneath, keeping him on the ball. Washington down the other way. Loses control of the ball, and there's going to be a foul call this time on Carl Hobbs, and Don Perno does not like what he sees.
So he's going to take a timeout here, and with the score, St. John's 8, Connecticut 2 with 16-18 left in the first half. We'll pause for this. Against Boston College, they missed several two-on-one opportunities. They've got to slow things down a little bit on offense and keep trying to work the ball inside to Alex Sinnis. The last time they did it was backed away by McCoy. McCoy looks like he's ready tonight. And again, I'll reiterate, that looks to be the key match. McCoy on Alex Sinnis.
Connecticut has 2 team fouls, both of those on Carl Hobbs, and quickly they insert Vernon Giscombe for some outside shooting and maybe to settle down the freshman on the bench. St. John's comes out with their exact same lineup, and Goodwin will take the ball out underneath their own basket. He passes over to Gilroy in the corner. Gilroy out to Washington, and St. John's is going into it. Pass on the right side to Goodwin. Out top to Washington again. Washington looking down low, left side to Gilroy. Connecticut in the 2-3 zone. Gilroy shot. He's short. Rebound, Vernon Giscombe. Giscombe dribbling up the court. He's looking to get around a few St. John's players. He passed on the left side to Dewin. Dewin bounce pass to the corner. McKay underneath Alex Sinnis. Turn around off the glass. No good. But a foul called on McCoy, and they very successfully got the ball down low to Alex Sinnis that last time.
It was a good look by McKay. St. John's had not set up the defense, and Alex Sinnis was alone inside, turned around, and drew the foul on William McCoy. We'll look to see about the foul situation. As we recall last time, David Russell with a quick three. He was out, and Connecticut was on top.
Chuck Alcinis will be shooting 2 from the free throw line. He's shooting 78.6%, and he misses his first. Remember, the Huskies #1 in the country in free throw shooting. That's what's won them a lot of those 16 games. And Chuck hits the second. 8-3. St. John's up by 5 points very early in this contest. And Connecticut going to a full-court press. It's Russell back to Washington as they pass it over to Goodwin. And Goodwin passes over to Gilroy in the forecourt, and they break the Husky press. Washington now with the ball at the top of the circle. Huskies fall back to the 2-1-2. Washington still controlling. He gets it on the left side to Gilroy. Gilroy jumper hits. 4 points for Frank Gilroy. It's St. John's 10, Connecticut 3. And Connecticut is controlling the ball. Giscombe crosses half court, dribbling to the left side with his left hand as Connecticut has some sort of motion offense. Giscombe looking down low. He picks up his dribble, gets it to Thompson. Thompson quickly passes over to Doolin. And Doolin bounce pass down low to Alcinis. He loses control. It's on the ground. Chuck goes for it. And he gives it right to McCoy as he tries to save from going out of bounds. McCoy coming down court, 2-on-3. Gives it over to Washington. Washington back to McCoy down low. Back to Washington. And they're going to slow it up. Russell right side. Back up to Washington. Top of the key to Goodwin. And over to Washington one more time. Left side to Gilroy. Gilroy looks to drive down low. Gets it over to Washington. Top of the key. Right side to Russell. Russell turnaround jumper, and he misses. Rebound underneath McKay. Russell has only scored 2 points the first 2 of the game. Since then, he's been almost isolated from the ball. Connecticut has it. They're down 10-3. Giscombe dribbling the ball around. Top of the key to Mike McKay. We're trying to go down low to either Alex Sinnis or Thompson. Pass Alex Sinnis, and he has it. Turnaround jumper from 10. Bang! St. John's 10, Connecticut 5. And for Chuck Alcinis, his 3rd point of the night, Connecticut trying to go down low, and St. John's trying to strip the ball from him. 14:28 to go in the first half. Washington, right side to Goodwin. Goodwin looking down low. Bounce pass back to Washington. Washington looking to go underneath. Trying to drive down the middle, left side to Gilroy. Gilroy back to Washington. Lobbed over to Goodwin. Goodwin from 10. Off the boards, no good. Rebound tipped up by McCoy. No good. Rebound McKay and Russell. There's going to be a jump ball as they both fought for it.
The last time down the court, St. John's went to Russell, who turned around on McKay, lost him to the defense, and he missed a shot. And that appears to be a big matchup right now as well.
They're both going to have a jump ball right around the St. John's basket. McKay at 6'5", and Russell at 6'6". Tap is up and tapped twice by McKay. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by McKay, and St. John's will have control of the ball. It'll be Larry Washington taking it out. He bounces over to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Washington, and Washington has it 14:05 to go in the first half. Connecticut, 2-3 zone. Gilroy, left side into the corner to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Gilroy. Gilroy had no shoot. Right side of Washington, fakes up, throws up a jumper, and he misses. Rebound over to Giscombe. It's knocked out of bounds, and last touch by David Russell, and Connecticut will come up with the ball.
Good work by the freshman Giscombe to go over and fight Russell for the ball, knocking it off his leg and out of bounds. Connecticut, they have to get something going. They can't fall behind against St. John's in their own arena, or it's going to be curtains for them.
Giscombe now dribbling the ball across half court. St. John's still playing a tenacious man-to-man. Bounce pass left side to McKay. Top of the key to Alex Innes. Right side to Doolin. Doolin looking to go down low to Thompson. He does so. Thompson around. Gilroy puts it up and in off the glass. St. John's 10, Connecticut 7 with 13 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Connecticut slowly but surely creeping back into this game for Thompson, his first 2 points. Larry Washington, the point guard in general for the Redmen, picks up his dribble, looks to pass to one of his teammates, gets on the right side of Goodwin, back to Washington, left side over to Gilroy. Gilroy now dribbling around, knocked away by Doolin, almost stolen by Doolin. Top of the key to Washington again, and Washington looking to go down low. Instead he gets to the right side to Goodwin one more time. Goodwin dribbling around, just come on him. Back out to Washington, back to Goodwin, right side, looking to go baseline, pass underneath to McCoy. He loses it, gets it over to Russell with a whistle on the play, and a traveling call on St. John's.
Wayne McCoy is working like a yeoman in that red lane area. That time he moved all the way around, got underneath past Thompson, although he dribbled out of bounds and they called a travel.
Vernon Giscombe controlling the ball for Connecticut. Huskies down by 3 points. Trying to get back into this game. Giscombe dribbling around, trying to get around Washington. He does so, goes down the middle, but a foul called on Washington as he scoots right by him. For Washington, that will be his first foul and St. John's second team foul. And Connecticut will get the ball out of bounds. Lou Carnesecca on the floor screaming out instructions. Rose Reed is also here, the famed assistant coach, former coach of the New York Knickerbockers.
If you just joined us, Carl Hobbs with 2 fouls on the bench very early for Don Perno.
Corny Thompson inbound the ball, back door to Bobby Doolin. He gets around Goodwin, but he loses control, now regains it, throws up a shot and misses, and the rebound comes to Gilroy. Gilroy quickly gets it up to Washington. 3-on-2 break, slowly turns into a 3-on-5, so St. John's wisely slows it up. Washington, right side to Russell. Russell back to Washington. Washington left side to Gilroy. Gilroy shot from 15, short, rebound underneath, knocked out to Gilroy one more time, and St. John's has another chance as they get to the offensive boards. It's Goodwin on the right side, down low to Russell, knocked away by McKay, but the referee said McKay got part of his arm, and it's going to be the first foul for the junior from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Again, things shaping up on the front line, the matchup between McKay and Russell. And McKay picks up his first foul of the evening.
St. John's will inbound the ball right in front of us, and Washington quickly passes into Goodwin. Back to Washington, and St. John's goes into the offense. Left side to Gilroy. Gilroy back out to Washington. Right side to Goodwin, underneath to McCoy. McCoy between 2 Huskies throws up a shot. Partially blocked, rebound by Thompson. Huskies running the other way. It's Giscombe looking down low. Bailey just checked in the game during that last break. Thompson, top of the key, driving down right side to Giscombe, but Giscombe took 6 steps to the basket, and the ball will come the other way as a young freshman mistake by the freshman from New York will cost the Huskies the ball.
Connecticut not running effectively against St. John's. They're allowing the Redmen to set up on the defense so far.
12 minutes to go in the first half. St. John's controls. They have a 3-point lead, 10-7. It's McCoy, the top of the key, right left side to Gilroy. Gilroy throws up a shot, misses, tapped up by Goodwin. Rebound, Alex Innes. Whistle on the play, and they're going to call a foul on St. John's. Let's see who they're going to assess it to. It's either going to be Billy Goodwin or Frank Gilroy. I believe it's going to be Goodwin, and it is his first foul and St. John's third team foul.
11:49 in the first half, St. John's 10, and Connecticut 7 here. St. John's has not scored in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
And Giscombe controlling the ball for the Huskies. Man-to-man defense by St. John's. Giscombe being pressured by Washington. Pass over to Bailey, top of the key. Back to Giscombe in the left corner. Giscombe dribbles around. Bounce pass down to Alex Innes. It's stripped by McCoy. McCoy trying to play guard, dribbling around. Finally hands it over to Washington. Left side to Goodwin. Goodwin looking to go down low. As I believe McCoy is playing with fire in his eyes, trying to get back to Chuck Alex Innes, who really showed him a game in Hartford. St. John's with the ball. Gilroy left side looking to drive. Gets it over to Russell. Top of the key. Russell bounce pass over to Washington. Washington looking down low, and he gets it to Goodwin. Goodwin telling Washington to back up, open up the offense as the Huskies are in a 2-3. Gilroy in the left corner. Back out to Washington. Quick pass to Goodwin on the right side. Goodwin looking to go down low. Back out to Washington again as the St. John's crowd starts up for his team. It's Goodwin this time on the right side. Goodwin out to Washington one more time. Washington top of the circle. Left side to Gilroy from 20. Bang! points for Frank Gilroy. He leads all scorers. 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's St. John's 12, Connecticut 7, as St. John's breaks that scoring drought. Bailey with the ball on the left side. Top of the key to Alex Sinnis. Alex Sinnis right side to Dillon. Dillon looking to go down low to Thompson. Bounce pass. He gets it to him. Thompson throws up a shot, but he's fouled by Russell. And the Huskies now managing to go down low. And Carter Second is screaming at the referee. He can't believe that call. But it is a foul. And the first foul on Russell, and fourth on the team as a quick substitution comes into the Connecticut lineup.
It'll be Glenn Miller checking in for Bob Dillon. Just in the same lineup. Harold, did we fail to mention Lou Carnesecca coaching the Redmen?
I think we failed to mention the head mentor of St. John's, who is one of the top mentors in the country, and especially of all time at the St. John's institution, who is known for his antics along the sideline.
He certainly gets involved, doesn't he?
Thompson hits his first. He's shooting 80.8% from the free throw line. Connecticut cuts the margin to 4 points. Thompson lines up the second, throws up a shot and hits. It's St. John's 12, Connecticut 9. And Bruce Kaczynski checking into the game for the big man from Morris, Connecticut, Chuck Alex Innes. Corney with 4 points, goes all the way back as Connecticut playing a full court zone defense as Miller's in there with Giscombe up in the backcourt trying to steal the ball. Now they kind of fall back as Goodwin dribbles the ball across half court. Pass left side to Gilroy, back to Goodwin. 10:23 to go. St. John's 12, Connecticut 9. This is Larry Washington, top of the circle, right side over to Goodwin. Goodwin with his back to us most of the time as we view him. Pass over to Gilroy. Gilroy looking to drive down low, gets it over to Washington, back over to Goodwin. Long jumper and he hits. It's now St. John's 14, Connecticut 9, and for Goodwin, that's his second point of the evening.
Well, half of the first half has gone by. Carnesecca has not gone to his bench. Connecticut will be frustrated if this continues.
Giscombe, top of the key to Bailey. Bailey's going to drive, bounce pass down low to Thompson, knocked out of bounds, and it will go the St. John's Wolves. A nice try by Norm Bailey. Thompson just couldn't handle it, and St. John's will get the ball on the turnover. Not many fouls this first half. So we're halfway through. St. John's has 14 fouls, Connecticut 3. And St. John's controlling the ball with a 5-point lead, 14-9. Larry Washington, top of the circle, looks to shoot, gets it over to Goodwin on the right side. Goodwin looking to go down low, but McCoy is really being stopped up. This time left side to Gilroy, down low to Russell. Russell throws up his third shot of the game, and there's a foul called underneath, I believe, on Bruce Kaczynski.
It'll be either Kaczynski
or Bailey. It is Bailey. And going to the line to shoot two will be Dave Russell. And Russell shooting at 76% from the line.
And something else we failed to mention. Last year, Carnesecca would have his guards shooting more. Ron Player and Bernard Retcher could put it up. But I don't believe either guard has taken more than one shot in this game tonight.
And don't forget Reggie Carter, the man in the backcourt for the New York Knickerbockers. David Russell hits his first. It's 15-9. St. John's upsets the lead to 6. Russell hits again for Russell 4 points, and St. John's a 7-point lead. So Connecticut, who came to within 3, now goes back to 7 with 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Giscombe crosses the ball across half court. St. John's goes into a half-court trap. It's Thompson at the circle, right side to Miller. Miller into the corner for Kaczynski. Kaczynski cross-court pass to Giscombe into the corner to Bailey. Bailey fakes up, drives line, goes over to Thompson. Thompson throws up a shot, and it goes in. The crowd was calling for traveling, and Thompson picks up his 6-point instead. And it's St. John's 16, Connecticut 11.
Good look by Bailey to find Thompson.
Washington, loud pass to McCoy. He loses it to Bailey. Bailey coming down court. Throws down to Giscombe. Giscombe controls, lays it up, and it goes no good. But it's going to be a goaltending violation on St. John's. And Connecticut comes to within 3, 16-13. And for Vern Giscombe, who's been on fire as of late, he has scored his first 2 points of the evening. Giscombe this year has shot 63% from the field in his last 6 games and is averaging almost 10 points a game for that time. St. John's has the ball. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Gilroy, top of the key. Connecticut back to the man-to-man. On Gilroy is Bailey. Right side to Washington. On him is Giscombe. Into McCoy. McCoy turn around over Kaczynski. It's good. St. John's 18, Connecticut 13 for McCoy's 4th point of the night. And there's 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Giscombe dribbling the ball on the left side. Dribbling with his left hand. Looking at the top of the key, gets to Thompson. Thompson looking down low, right side to Miller. Miller can shoot from the outside, but instead he passes to Kaczynski. Kaczynski looking for Bailey down low. Left side to Giscombe. Giscombe fakes right, goes left, throws up a jumper, and he hits. Nice shot by Giscombe as he goes over Washington. And it's now St. John's 18, Connecticut 15. And Giscombe shooting a lot more in those pressure situations.
having more confidence, and that comes with being a freshman. You got to earn it. The more he shoots, the more confident he's going to be.
Washington dribbling the ball right side to David Russell. Top of the key to McCoy. McCoy looking to drive on as he goes right side, gets to Russell. Russell goes in, throws up a shot. He is no good, and we're going to have an offensive foul called, I believe, on David Russell. A good play by Bruce Kaczynski, and if you didn't see the other forward on that play, they were switching men, and one man got position, and the foul called on Russell, his second of the night.
Well, last year, Bruce Kaczynski won Big East Rookie of the Week honors against the St. Johns team right on this court. And as you mentioned, a good play to pick up the charge. It was a very close call, and a close one considering the home court advantage. Might have gone against Kaczynski on the block.
Connecticut controlling the ball. Jiscom playing in front of his hometown fans. Right side to Bailey. Bailey underneath to Thompson. He gets stripped of the ball, but he goes out of bounds. George Garrison is checked into the game for St. John's. St. John's going to the bench for the first time tonight. Garrison coming in, and now another man off the bench, Ronnie Blair. Blair, a 6'4" senior out of East Elmhurst, New York, averaging 5 points a game and 3 rebounds a game. So St. John's with a few new substitutes with 7:29 to go in the first half, and we have an offensive foul called on Kaczynski, who was vying for a position, and Connecticut with a costly turnover will had a chance to cut the St. John's lead to 1, but instead it will be a 3-point St. John's lead, and they'll have the ball.
And they'll have to face Chuck Alexander once again, the big guy coming on the court to replace Corny Thompson. Thompson getting his first breather of the evening. And here Connecticut keeping up that full court pressure.
St. John's has the ball. It's Garrison dribbling around, just guarding him. He goes into the forecourt and he passes over to his teammate Billy Goodwin. Goodwin, playing guard along with Garrison, is being guarded by Mills. Huskies playing a man-to-man defense. Goodwin down the lane, throws up a jumper, puts it in as he drove right down baseline. Not much defense by Miller on that one. Goodwin with his 4th point, and St. John's a 5-point lead with exactly 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first half. Pass the left side to Miller, stolen by Goodwin. Goodwin over to Garrison, 2-on-1. Garrison comes all the way up, plays it up and in, and St. John's quickly ups their lead to 7 points for Garrison. His first 2 points of the night. It's St. John's 22, Connecticut 15. Bailey with the ball on the right side, going around Player, throwing a shot, knocked away by Player and stolen by Player. St. John's puts in their substitutes. They're doing the job. Garrison coming down. Passed over to Goodwin one more time. Right side over to Player. Player looking to drive on Bailey. Lobs underneath to McCoy. McCoy going on. Alexander, a foul called on the big man as he got absolutely no help. And St. John's is making their move. And I believe Perno should be calling a timeout.
That is a move we did not see Wayne McCoy make at the Civic Center. He did not move at all against Alex Sinnis. That time challenging the Morris Mountain, going right baseline on him and putting up a strong shot. And you're right here, they're making their move right now. With Thompson on the bench, they have scored the last 4 points.
McCoy is on the line. He is shooting 71% from the free throw stripe, and he misses the first one. St. John's crowd moans with a sigh as he misses. 6:26 to go in the first half. McCoy sizes up the second one, and he misses that one too. Rebound tapped around underneath, goes out of bounds. Last touch by St. John's, as they don't believe that one. And another referee says white ball, but the referee was close to the play, says it is Connecticut ball, much to the dismay of 6,000 fans here in New York.
And they're going to jump it up, and that's a good call because Glenn Miller hit it out of bounds. There's no doubt about it from our angle. And as you mentioned, the referees disagreeing on the call, and they're going to make it even on both sides and put a couple in the circle and let them vie for it. And it's going to be McCoy and Alex Sinnis doing the honors.
And the referee who called it Connecticut's way was right in front of us, so I'm not exactly sure where he was looking on that play. Jump ball between McCoy and Alex Sinnis. It goes up, control by Connecticut. Jiscom speeding into the forecourt. Pass for Miller goes astray, and St. John's will get that ball right back.
And we're going to get a couple of regulars back on the court for Connecticut, exiting on Jiscom and Miller, coming back on the guards Hobbs and Doolin. And now we've got, with the exception of Thompson, we've got the starting lineup for Connecticut. Kaczynski spelling the junior from Middletown.
Remember, Hobbs has not played in the last 10 minutes. He has 2 fouls on him. Garrison, left side to Gilroy. Gilroy into the corner to Goodwin. And Goodwin looking to drive on Bobby Jordan. Goodwin dribbling around, looking to go underneath. A whistle called underneath. And a foul called offensively on Wayne McCoy for pushing Chuck Alexander while trying to get position underneath. McCoy picks up his second foul, the team's 6th. And for either team now, one more foul will be over the limit and going to the foul line with 6 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first half. Thompson re-enters the game, checking out Bruce Kaczynski. And Connecticut with their starting lineup. Maybe they'll do something this time. They haven't done anything with their starting lineup in quite some time. And Hobbs controlling the ball. Right side pass to Mike McKay. McKay looking to go to Thompson, looking to go to Hobbs. Hobbs is looking at stolen by Garrison. 2-on-2 break. Garrison slows up, knocked away by Doolin, controlled by Connecticut, and he passes it over to Thompson, and Connecticut will come the other way. Hobbs with the ball in the forecourt. Bounce pass right side of McKay, stolen by Blair, and Connecticut is not running very well, not running with authority at all, as St. John's picks up the easy turnover and will come with it the other way. 5:36 to go in the first half. St. John's with a 7-point lead. It's Gilroy in the corner. Top of the key to Garrison. Garrison's throwing it up. Hobbs on him. Looking to go on the right side. Garrison dribbling the ball around his shoulder. Pass left side to Gilroy into the corner to Goodwin. Goodwin has played the whole first half. Top of the key to Garrison. Jumping from the circle. It's no good. Rebound. Chuck Alex Sinnis. Chuck pulled down that rebound. Pass it over to Doolin. Doolin over to Hobbs. And Connecticut has a chance to cut the lead to within 5 points. 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go here at Alumni Hall in New York is Harold Darak along with Bill Healey. Alex Sinnis with the ball at the foul line. Right side to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to go down low. He can't see anybody open. He gets to McKay at the top of the key. Left side to Doolin. Doolin almost loses it. Throws up a jump from 25. It's no good. Rebound Goodwin. Huskies going stone cold. And Goodwin dribbling the length of the court. Now he loses the ball momentarily. Coming up with his McCoy from 10. Bang! 6 points for Wayne McCoy. The Huskies finally decide to call a timeout. With 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half, the Huskies down by 9 points to score St. John's 24, Connecticut 15. We'll be back right after this. Harold Darak back with Bill Healey as the St. John's crowd really screaming it up as they have a poster in the center of the court saying St. John's, you beasts of the East. And Bill Healey and myself just noticed in the crowd a man very familiar to the fans at the University of Connecticut, also hailing from New York, Earhart campus in attendance for tonight's game. And of course he played soccer for Connecticut in 4 years, being drafted by the NASL and the MISL. We should also mention our halftime guest this evening will be Bob Moseley, who is a writer for the Bridgeport Post in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And we'll see what Bob thinks of the first half and what he thinks of Connecticut basketball overall.
I'd like to hear that myself.
Connecticut hang around. Maybe you should. Connecticut with the ball. 4:36 to go in the first half. It's Hobbs with the ball in the forecourt. He picks up his dribble. Left side to doing a down low to Thompson, but it's bounced over to Alex Sinnis. And Alex Sinnis lobs it over to Doolin. Doolin right around half court saves it and he gets it over to Hobbs. Hobbs dribbling around 2 St. John's players in the corner. Alex Sinnis from 15. It's short. Rebound tapped up by Thompson. Down to Gilroy. It's on the floor. Gilroy has it. He should be called for a travel, but instead we're going to get a jump ball call. It looked like Gilroy shuffled his feet when he was on the ground.
Well, one of the reasons Chuck Alex Sinnis left Kentucky is he was first shackled by Joby Hall. Hall did not let him shoot from the outside. Well, nothing shy about him that time. He put up a 20-footer.
Thompson controls the tap as he gets it over to Mike McKay, and the Huskies have the ball. 4:12 to go in the first half. They're down by 9 points. St. John's biggest margin in this whole entire game. Bounce pass down low to Thompson. Thompson takes up once, strikes up twice, throws him a shot, and whistle on the play. As Thompson went down low, nice pass by Carl Hobbs.
And let's look at the scoreboard here. Well, they had McCoy up there for the foul. They're going to change it and give Gilroy the foul. It looked like McCoy might pick up his third.
Gilroy said picks up his first. The team is now over the limit. Connecticut in the bonus situation, but that doesn't matter. Thompson on the line to shoot 2. Thompson has 6 points this evening. Hits his first. Corney has been slumping as of late. BC scored 17, but before that, Providence only had 13 in Manhattan. He only had 5 points. So Thompson looking for a big game here this evening. And he misses the second one. Rebound underneath, controlled by St. John's. It's the Redmen 24, the Huskies 16. An 8-point lead with 3:55 to go in the first half. They're looking to up it by double digits. It's Larry Washington checking the game. Down the player down low. He tries to dish it off to a teammate, and Thompson intercepts the ball. Hobbs coming down court, get away, makes a few fancy moves, throws him a shot, but a travel called. And St. John's gets the ball right back. Trevor Jackson just checked into the game. He's a 6'8 sophomore out of Rosedale, New York. So St. John's has Garrison and Washington at the guard positions. Gilroy, Ronnie Player, and Trevor Jackson up front. Almost stolen by the Huskies. On the inbounds play, goes out of bounds. Controlled by UCONN.
I was just going to mention, that Carl Hobbs is having a tough evening. That time he forced the turnover. The long inbounds pass was stolen by Hobbs, knocked it off of Jackson's leg and out of bounds to the Huskies.
Thompson inbounds the ball over to Carl Hobbs. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first half. Connecticut down by 8. They're going to have to make their move right here. They're going to go into halftime with a big deficit to make up in the St. John's Arena. Hobbs looking to go down low. Dribbles it once, dribbles it twice. Picks up, gets it over to Doolin about 28 feet from the basket. Doolin going to the left side. Thompson top of the key. Thompson right side over to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to go down low. Gets it over to McKay. McKay down low to Thompson. Turn around. He puts it in. And he was fouled. A beautiful play. Hobbs to McKay to Thompson. It's St. John's 24, Connecticut 18. And Corny will go to the line for one more as Frank Gilroy quickly picks up his second foul in the first half.
Well, Thompson proved he had a left hand that time. Went to the left side of the key. It was a beautiful pass inside. Thompson gave it a sort of a shovel hook and off the glass and in. And with a three-point play, could pull the Huskies to within 5.
Gilroy goes out, and coming back in is Billy Goodwin. Thompson looking to cut this lead. He sets, he checks, he fires, and he hits. 24-19, Connecticut within 5 points. St. John's ball. 10 points for Cornelius Thompson. And St. John's coming the other way. Connecticut playing man-to-man. It's Goodwin being guarded by McKay. Goodwin trying to spin around. McKay can't do so. Gets it over to Garrison. Garrison right side to Player. Player about 20 feet from the basket. Makes his move towards the middle lane. Left side dish to Garrison. Jumper no good. Rebound Player. And St. John's still has the ball. And he was fouled by Bobby Doolin. St. John's coming up with those offensive rebounds. Bobby Doolin picks up a foul. And Ronnie Player will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
You remember Bob Doolin fouled out for the first time in a while against Boston College. And he joined Thompson. He was joined, rather, by Thompson on the bench later, and that certainly precluded the Huskies from coming back in that game.
For Doolin, that's his first foul. Both teams over the limit with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go. It's St. John's 24, Connecticut 19. Player hits the first. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow evening at 11 o'clock, a tape-delayed hockey game. It'll be Tony Savino and Andy Young bringing you UConn ice hockey action versus Trinity College. Player hits the second one. 2 points for Ronnie Player. It's St. John's 26, Connecticut 19. And St. John's puts on some token pressure, but then backs off as Carl Hobbs is controlling the ball and is playing quarterback for the Connecticut Huskies. Hobbs bounce pass right side of McKay. Down low to Hobbs with the give and go. But Hobbs goes over one player and misses his shot. A foul called underneath on Connecticut, and St. John's will go to the line. Hobbs again showing what little of his height can do to him as he tried to fake up once, and he threw a shot with a high arc, and it hit the front of the rim. And I'm sure if he had a couple more inches on him, he was just taking it right to the basket. But Hobbs only stands at 5 feet 8, missed the shot. Chuck Alex Simmons assessed with his second foul, and going to the line will be Larry Washington.
As we mentioned, Harold, another Big East action tonight. It'll be Providence invading Boston College. Now, they can be tough on the road, but through that Washington, in one other game, it will be Seton Hall at Villanova.
The first shot is good, or could have been the first shot, but put in by number 4, George Garrison, as Garrison gets to the line as Williams tried to get in the line, and Garrison hits the second one. St. John's 28, Connecticut 19 for Garrison, his fourth point with 2:42 remaining in the first half. Doolin crosses half court with the ball, dribbling the ball around, forces into Thompson. Thompson almost loses it, has the ball right side to Hobbs from 20 feet, and he goes in and out. Rebound down low, controlled by Player. Player has the ball, left side over to Williams. Williams driving down the lane, throws a shot up, no good, fouled by the Huskies.
They're going to charge the foul to Mike McKay. McKay picking up his second foul of the evening. And once again, the St. John's Redmen came down and beat the Huskies down court. At the line, it will be, who is that at the line?
That is Kevin Williams. Williams hits his shot. Earlier in the season, Williams had some problems. He pulled a knife on one of his teammates, but he's still in this game, on his team. Williams hits the second one. St. John's up by 10, the largest margin of the night, and that's with Mr. Russell and Mr. McCoy sitting down on the bench. So remember that. We haven't seen Russell playing for about 5 minutes.
And speaking of the bench, it'll be Spinner City for Hobbs, McKay, and Alex Sinnis. Coming in their stud will be Bailey Kaczynski and Bob Doolin checking into the lineup.
Make that Vern Giscombe. Giscombe's dribbling around, top of the key to Thompson. Thompson down low to Kaczynski, but a foul called as I believe it was Trevor Jackson reaching in over the back of Kaczynski. And for Jackson, that's his first foul. Remember, St. John's up by 11 points. They're really taking it to the Huskies here later on in the first half. As St. John's has never been without the lead. And with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Kaczynski misses. Rebound down low by Goodwin. And St. John's has a chance to go up by 13 points at halftime. And the Huskies would need a nice comeback in the second half, somewhat similar to what St. John's did to Connecticut at the Hartford Civic Center. Flair tries to go down low, knocked off the foot of a Connecticut player, and it'll remain St. John's ball. Remember our halftime guest, Bob Moseley of the Bridgeport Post, to talk sports and to talk mainly Connecticut basketball. Garrison, top of the key, left side to Flair. Flair playing well and throws up a shot, misses. Rebound, tapped up by two Huskies and controlled by just going to lose it to Trevor Jackson. So the Huskies had their hands on the ball and they lost it. And the crowd of 6,000 likes it just a little bit as St. John's has no chance to put 2 points in the hoop. Shot up and in by Kevin Williams. As I was screened on the play for Williams at this fourth point, St. John's up by 13, 32 to 19 with a minute and a half to go. Giscombe crosses half court, Connecticut. Passing the ball left side over to Bailey, top of the key to Dillon, right side to Giscombe. Giscombe looking to drive, pulls up, gives it over to Bailey at the top of the key. Right side to Giscombe. Giscombe pulls up, throws a jump from 20, it's short, and now it's Trimmer bouncing around the rim and it falls in. So Giscombe with a lucky bounce cuts the St. John's lead to 11 with a minute 6 to go in the first half. Flair, as I was about to say earlier, playing very well in his chance off the bench, passes over to Kevin Williams. Williams tries to go down low, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Trevor Jackson, and Connecticut has a chance to come within 9. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Harold Darak along with Bill Healey from Alumni Hall in Jamaica Queens, New York. Second part of the doubleheader. The first game, the women of St. John's defeated our women 88 to 66. Giscombe down low to Thompson. He makes a move, dribbles once, turn around, layup, no good. Rebound Kaczynski, but a whistle called and a travel on the big man.
With 38 seconds in the first half, St. John's will hold the last shot. We would imagine that's why 11 points. They'd like to stretch that to 13 going into the locker room.
Ronnie Flair crosses half court, 31 seconds to go. Gets it out to Goodwin, top of the key, Goodwin right side to Flair. Flair being guarded by Thompson, looking to go down low, almost shuffle his feet, gets it out to Garrison. Garrison dribbling the ball around. Looking to go right side, Giscombe all over Garrison. Left side to Goodwin. Goodwin gets by Bailey, knocked away by Giscombe, controlled by St. John's and put in the basket by Ronnie Flair. For Flair is fourth point, 10 seconds to go in the first half. St. John's on top by 13. 7 seconds, 34-21, 5 seconds, Giscombe taking his time, 3, 2, he can't throw the shot up, and St. John's has the ball and a 13-point lead. Pandemonium at Alumni Hall, the home of St. John's University. It's halftime here. The score, St. John's 34, the Huskies of Connecticut 21. We'll be back with Bob Moseley of the Bridgeport Post right after this. Is Bob Moseley from the Bridgeport Post, and Bob, you made this trip all the way out from Bridgeport, Connecticut, but it's quite an easier trip than going out to Storrs, Connecticut each week.
Yeah, actually it's only about 57 miles down here from Bridgeport, whereas it's more like 80 to Storrs from Bridgeport.
What do you think about this first half? Connecticut Huskies, of course, playing on the road. They've only won one Big East road contest out of these 6 this year, I believe, in their history, as a matter of fact. 1 out of 6 that was against Providence a couple weeks ago. They started off kind of sluggish, so they tried to make a comeback, but St. John's kind of just blew them off at the end of the first half.
Well, I think you can tell just from hearing the fans behind us, this is a rough place to win at. UConn's not playing well. I think they were a little bit shaken up when St. John's came out in the man-to-man. Huskies don't seem to play well against the man-to-man, even though they should with big people like Corney and Chuck Alexinas underneath. St. John's did use the man-to-man to get back in the game at the Civic Center, and I guess they decided that's the best way to take on the Huskies.
The Huskies might not usually like the man-to-man, but I seem to feel they're better against the man-to-man than they do against the zone. The zone that usually teams put on the Huskies forces the Huskies to try to shoot from the outside, and the only outside shooting guards that I feel they have are Vern Giscombe and Glenn Miller. And when Bobby Doolin and Carl Hobbs are in there, it seems like the middle is clogged up and they can't go to Corny or Chuck Alexinis.
Yeah, well, it remains to be seen what they play against better, but I would think that they could play against a man-to-man better too, because you can't go one-on-one against people like Alexinis and Corny. But for some reason they turned the ball over. They're making a lot of bad passes, and St. John's was coming up with the steals.
Okay, Wayne McCoy is coming back tonight after playing what wasn't to be one of his best games versus the Huskies back in the Hartford Civic Center. It looks like he's playing with fire in his eyes, doing a pretty good job in the first half. I think he picked up a few fouls, but scored a few points, and he's trying to stick it with Chuck Alexinis, who really made a fool of him back in Hartford.
Yeah, that may be. Wayne's a veteran of international competition. He went out with the Big East All-Stars to Yugoslavia, and he's played a lot of ball. He's under the tutelage of Willis Reed right now, and he's really improved because of that. Wayne looks like he's having a good game out there.
That was the next point I was going to bring up, is Willis Reed. There's a lot of rumors where Willis might be going after this. He's an unpaid assistant right now for the St. John's University Redmen, but there's rumors of him going to Atlanta or to New Jersey. What do you think Willis will end up doing? Do you think he'll go back into head coaching?
I somehow doubt it. I get the feeling that he took this job at St. John's because it is unpaid and because he wants to be around the game, but not in a pressure-packed situation. Of course, you'd have to ask him yourself, but I kind of doubt whether he'd get back into pro coaching.
Okay, I was here a little bit earlier, and I got here quite early. I came down with the women's basketball team. I had a chance to look at the St. John's newspaper called The Torch. Seems like there was only one paragraph devoted to the Connecticut game tonight, whereas the rest of the paper devoted to Oregon State. The Redmen going against the #1 team in the country this Saturday. How do you think St. John's will fare against the highly touted Oregon Statemen?
Well, just from what I've read about Oregon State, they're like the finest passing team in the country. They move the ball real well. St. John's, probably talent-wise, would not match up too badly. It's just a matter of which team runs its offense smoother, and from what I hear about Oregon State, they run their offense very smoothly. Of course, the game's going to be played at Nassau Coliseum, and you're going to have every fan in the New York area rooting for St. John's, and you never know. St. John's could spring the upset.
Remember, Oregon State is undefeated. I believe right now they're 19-0. Another team undefeated, Virginia, is, I believe, 18 or 19-0 also. Both of them trying to go for the #1 spot. Oregon State has it at UPI, and Virginia has it at Associated Press. Who do you feel is #1 team in the country?
Well, that's tough to say. I saw Virginia last year in the NIT, and they looked very awesome. I haven't seen Oregon State, but I know one thing. With Ralph Sampson on the team, you can't really say that Virginia takes a back seat to anybody. He's awesome.
Yes, he's Boston Celtics tried to lure him to be playing into the professional ranks this year, and unfortunately for the Celtics, they could not get him. But the Virginia fans aren't complaining at all. Ralph Sampson doing a fine job down below. Right now we got the official statistics handed to us. Connecticut has 16 turnovers compared to St. John's 11, and St. John's out-rebounding the Huskies 14-9, even though the Huskies seem to have the height advantage. What do you think UConn's going to have to do here in the second half to come back into this game?
Well, they're going to have to play more aggressive, they're obvious. They are getting beaten on the boards. They have shown the ability to come back before, though. They did it against BC, and they did it against Rhode Island in the Civic Center. So I don't think this game's over. I think UConn will close the gap, and it's going to be a tight ball game at the end.
What do you think they're going to do? Are they going to come out pressing, play man-to-man, or are they going to go into a zone?
Well, I think they're just about forced to play man-to-man. They've been pressing in the first half. It hasn't really helped. But with a 13-point deficit, I don't think they can afford the luxury of going to a zone for too long.
Okay, thank you very much. My halftime guest has been Bob Moseley of the Bridgeport Post. Thank you very much, and good luck to you on the rest of the season. And we'll be back with the rest of the second half festivities right after this.